the closure. I'm older and I'm moving faster than ever. I'm cold with it, whether for casters or whether it's 4 lines or more. I'm the master of never.
What's up, guys? It's Pastor Jordan. I'm back with another video. Today we are reacting to another song by Peerless. This is another song off his project that he just released, and this one's called REHAB. And in the description, we talked a little bit about it too, so I'm excited. I kind of have an idea of what it's about. But he said, relationships in the modern world are affected by so many factors, including social media and our ever-growing addictive qualities. Commitment is so rare these days, and it can lead to a whole other world of issues in life. Instant gratification can be a major downfall for this generation. So true. So I really liked the message of his last song, and I think he's a perfect example of an artist that's up and coming and that is doing really well for himself. So we're gonna hop onto this track and see how he does. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it. But other than that, we're just gonna hop right into it. So here we go.
Took my world, flipped it upside down, that's what you did to me. Felt your eyes, felt your lips, felt your touch, felt your energy.
This edit on the phone is really cool.
Felt your eyes, felt your lips,
But this, I don't know how he did that.
felt your touch, felt your...
Because it's like, you don't see the line of where the other video would be if you're just making the other one transparent. Because it's just on the phone, which is really cool. It's really, really good editing, whoever did that.
your energy. The day we met at the door, we felt nothing but chemistry. We left a mark on each other's hearts, right where it's meant to be. I was living on the edge, I was living kinda selfishly.
And then I will say too that I think this, I don't know if it's your verse or if it's your hook, because I haven't gotten into it too much, or maybe the layout of your song is different. But your singing and the vocal tracks and everything on this track, I'm enjoying a lot more than the last one. And the last one was good, but this one sounds so well polished. And there's no layer in it. There's no like ad-lib track or backing track that I hear that sounds out of place. Everything sounds really well done and really well polished, and it looks really, really good.
We felt nothing but chemistry.
It just sounds really nice on my ears.
We left a mark on each other's hearts, right where it's meant to be. I was living on the edge, I was living kinda selfishly. There was no room in my life for someone standing next to me. I kept it real from the start, that's just how it was meant to be.
I love how he said I was living selfishly, and there was no room in my life for anybody but me. And that's not exactly how he said it, but that's the point he's getting at, and that's true. If you live a selfish life, there's no room for other people. There's no empathy, there's no kindness, there's no compassion. And it takes people a lot of time sometimes to realize that, or sometimes they never realize it. And it's sad. The fact that this is a man who's realizing flaws that he's had in his life and is wanting to get rid of them is so commendable, because so many of us grow up and then we never ever deal with our baggage. We deal with our toxic traits. And he's saying, I did this girl dirty, I did her wrong, and it was my fault. I had some issues that I needed to figure out, and it caused other people harm. When you become the kind of person who can put yourself in other people's shoes like that, you're gonna get very, very far in your relationships. And I think that's why he's bringing attention to this, is because he says we live in a culture, we live in a society and in a world where that's just not really promoted, but it's such a healthy way to live. So props to my man right here for spreading this message, for sure.
Room in my life for someone standing next to me.
I love that line.
I kept it real from the start, that's just how it was meant to be.
Alright, whatever you did here with the edit, I liked too. That was cool.
I felt the love from my heart when this angel was sent to me. I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess. I take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste.
I want to hear that part again, because I feel like
was sent to me. I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess. I take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't wanna taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
My man's being kind of vague here. I don't know, like, because I feel like you could be talking about different things, you know? You could be talking about drugs. You could be talking about, like, literally, these pills are bittersweet. But at the same time, he's talking about addicted to your love, so it could be, like, a toxic relationship. But at the same time, it could be something like porn, where he's, like, personifying it, and anthropomorphism, where you're giving, you know, something that's not human traits, so that you can better relate to the understanding of it. But I feel like he left it kind of vague so that more people can relate to it, because whether it's drugs or it's a girl or it's porn or it's some other kind of addiction, you know, we all fall into those traps. We all fall into those traps, you know, and it isolates us. That's what he's saying. We live in a world where social media has captivated you so much, the internet has captivated you so much, that you are less of a relational being because of it. You know, maybe you don't think about that, but it's true. And the more relational of a being you are, the more you're going to get out of this life.
Reality sets in when everything changes fast.
And again, literally just the vocals on this one sound so good, so clear, so crisp, so in such harmony. You know, in the last song, there were parts where I felt like, you know, it was just like, I don't know about that ad-lib, or I don't know about that voice next to this one. But this one just sounds so good. I really am enjoying this song.
Worlds colliding deep inside, we knew we were built to last. Love caused some wounds that soon left us in an ugly cast of characters from our lives, so we forget the past. We can admit one thing, it was a ring that made it tough. Suddenly lust and looks and luck were not quite enough.
Bro, this is getting deep. I need to go back some, because my man is spitting some deep truth.
Worlds colliding deep inside, we knew we were built to last.
Okay.
Love caused some wounds that soon left us in an ugly cast.
Okay, so he believes that his love is meant to be, but he's saying we've run into some issues, we've run into some stuff where I feel like I'm in a cast, you feel like you're in a cast, we have some long-lasting injuries here.
Left us in an ugly cast of characters from our lives, so we forget the past. We can admit one thing, it was a ring that made it tough. Suddenly lust and looks and luck were not quite enough.
Did he say certainly lusting looks at love were not quite enough?
Suddenly lust and looks and luck were not quite enough.
Lusting looks at love, or lust and looks at love? Either way, I think it's the same meaning, but bro, my man can write some deep lyrics, bro.
Lust and looks and luck were not quite enough. Our super glue began to crack, that's why things got tough.
Bro.
But in the end, it's love that wins, it is always enough.
I took on a totally different approach. You know, not at your door, but you ain't answer, so I left the rose. I'm a mystery to your family, you should let them know. I'm hoping they don't disown me, so you won't have to let me go. I'm cold, don't mean to tell you I will when I won't. You say that my love is bipolar when the moment's exposed. One day I want you to hold.
Damn, my man's spitting some truth that nobody really talks about, but it can be stressful. So he's saying, I come to your house, you're not there, I left you a rose. He's saying, your parents don't really know about me. You know, I'm not sure if they're going to approve of me or not, but I'm hoping that they do, because I know that their approval is going to, you know, is something that you depend on, something that you know, you need in your life. So you're not really going to link up with a man that your parents don't approve of. So I'm hoping that they will approve of me. You know, that if you've never had to deal with that, that's one of the most stressful things in the whole world, bro. It really is. And then he's saying, like, I got some issues too. I got some baggage. You know, you're telling me that I get kind of bipolar. Let's just keep going.
You won't have to let me go, I'm cold. Don't mean to tell you I will when I won't. You say that my love is bipolar when the moment's exposed. One day I want you to hold me holy, the next day I'm ghost. The power I get from your touch, it be making me choke. But lately you've been giving me the cold shoulder. Trying to run game on a man who got game. If we keep it up, then the game's over. Ask you what's going
Oh my gosh. So he said, I act cold, you know. You give me love and I want love, but sometimes I just kind of push it away. And a lot of times that can come from fear, can come from self-doubt, insecurity. But he's saying lately you're the one acting cold. You know, I've been a man that's kind of had game for a long time, but when I got with you, I kind of put it up. I kind of put it on the shelf. But now you're trying to act like you have game. And I already know that stuff. I've been around, you know, I've played those games. So if you're going to play them, I'm just going to dip, because I know what you're doing. You know, I know what you're getting at. You're not going to play me. You're not going to play somebody who has played other people. So if you're going to go about doing those things, I'm out, you know. And it's true. You get to a point where you're done with all the games. You want to settle down. And then you think that you have somebody who's going to do the same thing. And then they want to pull the same BS that you used to pull. It's not going to fly with you, bro. But at the same time, you're not going to stay for it either.
on and you say not a thing. I try to buy you it's over. Ask you what's going on and you say not a thing. I try to buy you something, but you tell me my love don't cost a thing. Then you go being J-Lo, babe, I can see your halo. You say I just need some time. I think that we just need to lay low. Trust me, let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust. That's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
I was right, now I'm not.
Bro.
Say I just need some time. I think that we just need to lay low. Trust me, let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust. That's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
Arguments form into lust. Right? That's how I heard that.
To lay low, trust me. Let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust. That's how I know you still love me.
Yeah, arguments form into lust. So I feel like that could be different things. You know, I know that a lot of couples, when they start to have issues, they kind of become a couple that does nothing but fight and has sex. And it's kind of like, it's because you're really passionate about each other, but you also can't have a conversation without fighting each other. And you end up in this cycle where you do nothing but literally sleep around with each other and, you know, and fight with each other, argue. And a lot of times, you know, you're so busy arguing that you really can't connect. And so since you're still in love with that person, since you're still passionate, the only way that you can connect is physically. But that can create a lot of toxic things later on in your relationship. So you have to be able to communicate. But at the same time, it could also mean, you know, we're fighting so much, it almost seems like it's just easier to hop in the bed with another man or another woman just for a night of, you know, connection to somebody, you know, to a body. Which is also the wrong answer, you know. Just because your marriage is on the rocks doesn't mean you get to go do that, you know. You have problems in your marriage, you have problems in your relationships. You don't get to go hook up with somebody else. You have to fight through those things, or you need to leave the relationship right then. I don't believe in giving up on a marriage, but if you're not married, you're not required to stay in a relationship. So if you really think that you're just going to go be with somebody else, you need to end that relationship and not cheat, not do something wrong, you know? But super deep bars from these guys, bro.
Get ugly, arguments form into lust. That's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
I was right, now I'm not. Now I feel like a mess. I take you like a drug. I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
I liked that. I liked that. I liked how the pills are going in the bottle now. I love when a song changes its direction, like towards the end, or, you know, you do something different, and then the voice edits here are different from before. So I like that too. Very nice. I don't know exactly what he means, but I'm like kind of, I don't know. Because right here he says, let's listen.
Rehab.
I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess.
He says, I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess. I don't know if that's just arguing, if that's just like you thought it was going to be good but it ended up not being good, or, you know, I don't know. But I would love to know. I'd love to have a deeper insight on that one bar specifically.
I take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
I love that. That's so good. Was my man rocking some Lyrical Lemonade right there? He sure was. Shout out Lyrical Lemonade. Except Cole Bennett never lets me react to his videos, so never mind.
I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess. I take.
See, I don't understand that bar. I want to know more. At the same time, I feel like it could be, you know, I had the high ground in the argument. I was really the one that was wronged. But then I fought about it. I presented it in the wrong way. I argued with you, and now I'm the one that's wrong because of the way that I spoke to you or the way that I treated you. I feel like that a lot. I do that. You know, I'll feel like, you know, I have something that somebody did to me and it really upset me, but the way that I tell them is so harmful or so rude that I end up being the one that needs to apologize, even though I was hurt in the first place. But it's because instead of communicating, I chose to lash out. I doubt that that's what he's talking about, but I want to know.
I take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become.
Bro, where do I get one of those wristbands, dude? Right here, I want one.
Hate that I become addicted to your love.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, dude. You killed this one. This has 15,000 views. How much did the other one have? Where is it at? Where is it? Deception. 8,000 views. Alright, so whatever you did for this song, Rehab, you did very, very well as far as how you marketed that and everything else. But dude, super, super good job. I definitely enjoyed Rehab a ton. I really, really liked that. Bro, killed it. Definitely go check him out if you liked that. That is probably gonna have to go on the underrated playlist for sure. This song will be on the underrated playlist. So congrats, Peerless, you made it on the underrated playlist, because that song just hits so hard, bro. Remember, if you guys want me to react to your music, I have one spot left on Patreon for $10. Go scoop it up before it's gone, because it'll go quick. Other than that, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bad day, 11 years I dealt with that the same way. Emotions spiraling, a pilot screaming mayday, mayday. Porn screaming, make way. Make room in your life, I'll be your Potiphar's wife. I'll ease your pain and your strife, I'll be your reason to lie, so you can eat with your eyes, make love with me in your mind. I've been looking for you, I just wanted to help you. I know you're struggling right now, it's been a while since I felt you. I know just the thing that ease the strain, that it overwhelm you. Just forget about your problems with the way that I touch you. I know you